Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bells time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's a right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. A mix and a mingle and a jingle and beat. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock.
There's just 3 days until Christmas, and the North Pole is alive in preparation for the big day. All throughout the land, candy canes and lollipops and colorful lights were on display. In Santa's workshop, the elves were sorting and wrapping while joking and laughing. In the enchanted stable, Santa's reindeer were trailing and prancing, while a little reindeer named Rudy stood apart, wistfully glancing.
Hey Snazzy, top that, sister. There's going to be a new sleigh leader this year. Just wait until Claus sees these riddles.
Oh, really, Jazzy? Little sis, I'm sure you'll be way too tired to fly out on Christmas Eve, let alone leave the sleigh at the rate you're going.
Yeah, Jazzy, give her a break, would you? We have to rest up at Easter that we won't fall over on the big night.
Sure wouldn't want that to happen, considering we'll be more than 10,000 feet up. Don't be such a downer, Benny. Jazzy's just having some fun. However, we really need to be worried, because I've heard Santa's thinking Rudy was here.
Wait, what?
Whoa. Rudy, say it isn't so. Has Santa invited you on this year's sleigh ride, little sis?
Yes, actually, it is so. That's what I've been trying to talk to you all about. Santa asked me the other day. He said he needed a little extra help this year since so many children made his nice list. And
Take my advice and stay home with the elves.
Jazzy's right. If we get lost, we'll be able to see Rudy's big red nose all the way from up there, and we'll know what direction the pole is in.
Of course. She just had to mention it, right?
Yeah, right. You know that, Snazzy? But Rudy, aren't you worried you'll wake up the whole street with that bright red nose of yours?
Hey, you know what they say, if you don't have anything nice to say. Benny's right. Hush, guys. Do you want Santa to hear us ribbing Rudy? I don't know about you all, but I'm not up for being scolded.
You can say that
again.
I sure don't want to make a fool of myself. Maybe I should just stay home with the elves.
And what is wrong about spending some time with us elves, Rudy?
Nothing, Rose. I was just... Oh, I wish they wouldn't leave me behind all the time.
See? Give her a break, Rose. The poor kid. Never gets to join in on the reindeer games. It's a shame, really, isn't it? All because of that shiny nose.
Joy! I know. My big red shiny nose. No need to walk on eggshells around me.
Oh, see what you did, Joy? I wouldn't worry about it. We all have something that makes us a little different. Like us, for instance. See our pointy ears? Nobody else has them. We gotta do under our hats, right?
Rudy, what Cole is trying to say is that we're all unique, and it's really, really not a bad thing. Now, why don't you come help sort some of these presents and then join us for a little supper? You could use a little fattening up before you hit the road on Christmas Eve.
Such an inspiring display of friendship and goodwill. Even the other reindeer left Julie by herself. She was grateful. She knew she could count on the kindness of the elves. slightly at first, and heavier as the night gave away. Meanwhile, in the cottage, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus were discussing the big day.
If it keeps going like this, by the time Christmas arrives, we won't be able to see anything, let alone stand on any roofs.
I wouldn't worry about it. Maybe one of the elves can make some grips for the sleigh. Rose is usually good at those kinds of things.
Yeah, of course. But I must confess, I'm a bit concerned about the reindeer.
How so?
Well, for starters, Jazzy is always trying to outdo Snazzy. Jenny and Betty are team players, I suppose. But then there's Vinny, who can be such a know-it-all at times. Pluto, Astro, and Haley are always up to something. And well, they can all be so mean to poor Rudy.
But Rudy's a doll.
Of course she is. But the other reindeer can't seem to overlook her red nose.
Oh, I know. It's such a shame.
Yup, and she's not too thrilled about the attention either. How am I ever going to get her to believe herself with so much ribbon from those reindeer?
Poor dear.
Hi, boss, Mrs. Claus. By the way, those peanut butter cookies you sent over were exceptional.
Oh, don't mention it, Colt. I got a whole other batch all cooked up. This time, marshmallow chocolate chip.
Wow, you've got quite a talent there, Mrs. Claus. Ever thought of a cooking show?
Santa, we just happened to be around the stable and...
We're all set for Saturday night, I hope.
Oh yes, ready to go. All we have to do is load up the sleigh and fly out.
That's right, boss. This year we're gonna break speed records delivering toys.
especially with the new color-coded present stacks I got for this year.
Such devoted elves. Don't know what Santa would do without you three.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, but anyway, as I was saying, we just happened to be around the stable and we noticed that Rudy is a bit glum. So we figured maybe we could take her to the gingerbread factory.
Sure, as long as you don't have out too late. All the other reindeer teasing her again.
I'm not one to go ratting out others, but I'd say. But mainly, I think it's just first sleigh ride jitters starting to kick in for Rudy.
Well, right on that thing would give anyone the jitters. Talk about motion sickness.
You're a bunch of comedians, you two. Well, I'm off to bed. In the morning, I have to finish my naughty and nice list because Christmas Eve is just 2 nights away.
2 nights?
Come on, Joy, don't act so surprised. You've been doing a tally on the wall.
You can plan and plan for the big day, but it always has a way of sneaking up on you, right?
There's just one night left until Christmas, and several of Santa's reindeer are resting in their stable. Their moods range from careful and nervous to happy and playful.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes on the glow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
So wait a minute, Rudy. You got to visit the gingerbread factory with the elves, and Santa allowed it? We were wondering where you were all day.
He sure did. I've never had so much gingerbread in my life.
Aren't you worried about having too much sweets before the big night?
Oh, Jenny, when has any reindeer performed poorly from eating too much sugar? You're such a worrywart. She sure could use a pet anything. And I need that in the nicest way possible, of course. Delivery night is no joke.
You're scaring her, Vinny.
Oops. Sorry, I can't help it. It's too easy.
Anyway, Rudy, I'm sure as long as you get plenty of rest.
Guys, you have to help us. The ice bucket is going to his stuff.
She's what?
See, you can never be too careful. I'm always telling her to stay away from thin ice.
Jenny!
Okay, let's go help her. You too, Rudy. Let's go.
Wait, me? Yes, you. There aren't any other reindeer named Rudy, are there?
Santa's a reindeer arrived to find Pluto standing on thin ice, her face fearful and pale. Snazzy and Jazzy tried to save her, but to no avail.
Hey, girls, I think you're going to have to do better here. One of us is going to have to go out there. We'll tie the rope to that person and...
I unvolunteer.
I guess I'll do it. That is if no one else wants to.
I'll do it, guys. Yeah, I'm the smallest and the lightest, right?
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Rudy.
It's been a pleasure. Girls, Rudy is right. And though it is dangerous, I think it might be the only way. Good luck, Rudy.
Thanks, guys. I'm coming, Pluto.
Careful!
I'm trying, Vinny. Don't worry, Pluto. I've got you.
Oh, I can't watch.
I can't listen. You hear that cracking? Pluto, you are safe. Thanks, Rudy. You did it. Hey, Rudy. Thanks to you, Pluto will live to see another sleigh ride. Isn't that the truth? But you did an amazing thing out there, Rudy.
Thanks, guys. I was happy to help.
Rude. Everybody, let's get Pluto back to the stable before Santa wonders what all the commotion's about. He wouldn't be a happy camper to know that two of his reindeer were slipping and sliding on thin ice. So how about calling it a night? Rudy, and we'll be thanking you into the next year for your good deeds tonight.
This is way too much drama for the night before deliveries. I think I'm gonna faint.
It was the first of sorts for Rudy, as the other reindeer saw a glimmer of what her goodness could achieve. Yes, it was start of something greater for the little red-nosed reindeer, so reindeer.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la.
that thing. They can only fly when they need the boss's sleigh. Such a bummer that they can't use it all the time.
A bummer? It's a good thing. Imagine if they could use it all the time. I could see Jazzy flying from one end of the pole to the other with no regard for anything else in the sky.
Oh, Rose. I'm sure they'd be able to use flying for more serious situations. For instance, did you hear what happened to Pluto last night? If they had been able to fly, they could have avoided it all.
Yeah, I heard about it. And they sent poor Rudy to go get her.
Well, they had to. She's the smallest of them all.
Still, she could have gotten hurt.
Indeed.
But she didn't, okay?
Did it what, Miles?
Oh, nothing, boss. You were just wanting us for presents.
Really, it's nothing.
Guys, you don't think Santa knows what happens in his own backyard?
Oh, yeah, right.
Of course he does. We were sick about both Pluto and Rudy.
I'm just glad they're all okay. I'll be sure to fix that makeup once Christmas is over because those reindeer are always up to something.
Suddenly, a snowy gust of wind blows, causing the elves to hold on to their heads, even though the closets couldn't stand strong against the powerful storm knocking them back.
Oh no, just what I feared. They said this year would be the worst rains.
I knew it would be a bit windy, but this one was strong. Elves, let's get headed back to the stable and round up the elves and reindeer before you go away.
Meanwhile, in the stable, Santa's reindeer grew worried. Their excitement turned to dread. Outside, the snow and wind blew so strongly they couldn't see more than 5 feet ahead.
Wow, that storm up there is bad. How are we ever going to make it off the ground? More or less delivered to a gazillion houses.
Do you still feel like leading Santa's sleigh, though, sis?
I don't think we should go out there. Can't everyone take a rain check? We won't be able to make it out there, I'm telling you.
And ruin it for the boys and girls who tried extra hard to be good? Better behaved than we were, I might add.
Benny's right, guys. We have to try.
Rudy, your heart's in the right place. But I don't think you know how bad the storm is up there. We wouldn't be able to see a thing.
Not a single thing. Nada. Reindeer, reindeer, Santa's got an announcement. Yeah, gather around, everyone.
This Christmas, we will deliver presents to boys and girls around the world. Rose and Colt have been nice enough to add backup brakes on the sleigh.
Were they nice enough to add a self-driving feature too? I'm sure it can be done, you know.
Now, why would we when we have all of you wonderful reindeer to lead the way? Anyway, Santa, as you were saying before the interruption.
Why, thank you, Rose. I was going to say that we're still on for tonight because, well, you just can't cancel Christmas night. The weather isn't great, but I have a solution.
A rather clever one, I might add.
This Christmas, I'll be asking Rudy to be our slave and riding up the way.
Wait, me? Her? Yes, her. She's the only one around here with a bright, red, shiny nose. And I mean that in the nicest way as possible, of course.
Yes, reindeer, Rudy's nose will light the way. Rudy, I know that being different has caused you great sadness before. However, I'm sure that you will come to cherish this difference, and so will others. So what do you say, Rudy? Will you lead the way?
Of course I will. And with all of you by my side, I'm sure my first Christmas delivery will be a memorable one.
Aww. This is very sweet, I must admit. But Colt, Joy, we have to get a move on it. Let's go finish loading up the sleigh while the other reindeer get harnessed up.
Gotcha. Right, let's rock and roll.
Woohoo! I like his spirit. Have a great delivery, everyone. Can't wait to hear the stories when we return. Bye.
Bye.
Rudy, Snazzy, Jazzy, Benny, Jenny, Haley, Astro, Pluto,
spirit will blossom from here. Soon Santa and his reindeer will take a magic flight, so I'd like to sign off by saying Merry Christmas and to all a good night.